Hi, this is Janine DeMaria with Pranalink.com, and I am going to do a quick video to show you how easy it is to clean the water in the tank of the Mygardyn. It is October 25th, and you can see from my app that I have 4 days really until my next tank refresh is due. But I'm leaving on a vacation tomorrow, so I'm going to do it a little bit early, just so I can do this video and show you how to change the water in your tank. The instructions for how to do this is also in the Help Center in the app under how to refresh the water in your tank. And what they recommend, first step is to place a towel in front of your tank. This is because there's going to be a lot of water that might leak out. And then I'm going to move my little nursery, and so, the difficult ones that are sprouting are starting to come out now, which is really exciting. And then what they want you to do is to lift and lock in place the pump. Very easy. Then you should switch off your garden. I'm going to turn the lights off, and then there's a switch in the back that you can turn it off, and then unplug it from the electricity. Then there's just 2 little latches on the side, and once you unlatch that, you can lift the whole thing up and gently place it on the ground. Now you can move the tank that is behind and refresh the water. I'm going to do that, and I will bring it back and fill it and show you how to put the unit back together again. Okay, I'm back, and I have cleaned the tank out. I went into my shower, and it was easy to use a sponge to clean it out. And the people at Mygardyn also suggest you can use a little bit of baking soda or some hydrogen peroxide to help clean it out really nice. And you can see that I put the back towards the back. There's actually an indicator here that tells you that the front is this way. So I'm already set to reinstall the garden. The people at Mygardyn also suggested that you might want to fill the tank before you put the plants back in, but I'm going to reinstall it without the water, and then just put the water in like you would do when you originally set up the Mygardyn. So anyway, you would lift up the garden carefully and set it back into the tank like so. You would lock the sides up, plug in the electricity in the back, if I can find a place to put in the electric plug would be good, and turn the garden back on. Actually, I'm not going to turn the garden back on yet until I get the water in. And then you lift up the pump and lower it back down. And now it's time to put the water in. So the Mygardyn instructions actually says to fill the tank with water before you reassemble it. But I have my garden in a pretty tight space in my living room, and when the tank is full of water, it is very heavy. So I'm doing it in this sequence instead. It's a little bit different than the instructions in the Help Center, but the ability to turn on the machine right away is there if you have the water in the machine, because then your pump is surrounded by water. But I am going to hold off turning mine back on until I fill the water tank. So just filling the water tank, you just pour pitchers of water into this area until you reach the fill line. This will take a little while because it's a pretty big tank and it's just a pretty small pitcher. So I'm going to pause right now and I will come back and show you the next steps after the water is already in the tank. Okay, I'm back now and I have refilled the tank up to the fill line, and because our plants are getting very established in the garden, we need to replace the plant food, and so they recommend doing 3 scoops of the plant food that they gave you in the starter kit. It's also available in their shop. So I will put in 3, put back the lid, and now I will turn on the machine. Now, because it's been shut off, it'll take a few minutes to wake up after it's turned off and turned on again. The garden will remember its stored Wi-Fi credentials and will automatically reconnect once it has time to fully reboot, which takes about 15 to 20 minutes. So at that point, the lights will come on at the next scheduled time, or you can put the lights on, which is what I plan to do. But I will pause this for now and come back when the system is fully rebooted. Okay, I've waited a little while. Let's see if the system has rebooted. I will turn the light on, and you see it has come back. So I'm going to put my little nursery back here for my little guys that still need to sprout a little bit more. And I think I'm going to see if I can do a watering just to make sure that my pump is working. So that's, you press on this, and now the water is on, and you can hear that the pump is working. You can hear just a little trickle of the water coming through, which is great. So everything is working great as expected. So now I need to go in and reset that I refresh my water in my tank so that it'll keep track of when I need to do it next. So I'm going to log in and now, and the day that I refreshed my tank was the 25th, so I'm going to save. So now you see that they reset when I need to refresh the tank next, which is in the next 28 days, and it'll count down and will give me a text or a warning when I'm getting close to needing to do this process again. So they really take the questions out of things. It's just such a well planned and executed system. I also want you to look at the progress of these plants and compare them to the video that I did just 4 days ago on October 21st. You can see that in our YouTube channel under Pranalink YouTube. And again, if you're interested in acquiring one of these systems for yourself, don't forget to use the coupon Pranalink upon checkout to get an additional $100 off. So I hope that this takes some of the fear out of getting one of these systems, because it's really so well thought out. And with the app and all the instructions that you get and the text from the Kelby the gardener, is just truly a fantastic invention. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, send us an email at support@pranalink.com, and we will leave you some links below this video in the event you want to research more and see our blog on our site, and the more information that you can get on the Mygardyn site. Thank you.